my name is Dave Moronic. I'm here again from Global Synturf, the leader in the synthetic turf world. Today we're at the Lake of the Pines here in Northern California, one of the most beautiful sites, and we're going to be installing our first synthetic lawn for your viewing. We're here at the installation for our installation video.
And they come right over to the edge and they go, what a transformation, and it is.
Yeah.
Because this
You know what we should do is when we
really
built the sign, we should actually put a before and after picture.
We should.
The first step is obviously excavating out the area. What we do is we take out 4 to 6 inches of whatever's there existing, whether it be rock, the grass, whatever it may be. We're going to excavate 4 to 6 inches out before we start bringing in and importing in our subbase. Okay, after excavation, we've taken out the existing earth. The next step is we're going to put down a wire mesh. Wire mesh is not required in every single area, but it is definitely advantageous if you're in an area where you might have moles or groundhogs or any type of those little pesky rodents that neither you or I like. Okay, so after we lay the wire mesh for that rodent problem that we've got, we're going to start bringing in our road base. And here we go, thanks to Ron's crew, we got our big friend Damon riding that big old blue tractor bringing in that sub base right now. Our road base is basically a 2-inch product of stone that allows for full drainage. So you're going to want to put a layer of that down. Obviously different parts of the United States, different parts of the areas that may not require, if it's not in a low area where we have water issues, it's not always necessary to put that 3 to 4 inches of drain rock down first. However, if you want a complete full installation with no issues whatsoever, we recommend that 3 or 4 inches of that road base goes down first. After we get done with that road base, we're going to come in and we're going to put in a 3 to 4 inches of a decomposed granite. Some parts of the United States call it stone dust. Basically what we want is we want a 3/8 minus product that goes on top, that compacts real tight, but also is really smooth on the surface so you don't feel any type of bumps or any type of inconsistencies on that product. Our granite. Okay, so after we bring in and import all the sub base, obviously you can see now our next step is we're going to rake that area. We use the long landscape rakes to get a nice even layer across the whole expanded area. So we're going to go ahead and rake it fine, rake it nice and perfect to bring in the perfect contours into the sub base. So after we get done with the raking, the next step is obviously a very, very important step because the foundation, the turf is only as good as the foundation that's underneath it. So after we rake it out smooth and we have this area perfect, we're going to run our plate compactors over top of the surface, which brings it to 95% compaction. So it still allows for full drainage, but it's a full, perfect, smooth surface for laying the turf on top. So as far as the patio, obviously we're going to go ahead and make this thing perfectly level. So we're going to lay out our beams, we're going to take our 2x4s and screed that thing perfectly flat. And just so you know, as construction is going on as far as from start to finish, the compaction again is a very, very important step. So it's a constant step for us. So as you can see, we're still going to be coming around. We're going to be running that plate compactor on top. We're going to be hosing down the area to give a real nice tight fit to that sub base. And we're going to be raking in case there's any type of imperfections. So it's a constant effort to make sure that base turns out perfect.
Fun to watch. It was a fun process to watch.
Yeah. Another very important step is as far as the process of putting the base in. Depending on where you're getting the base from, we want to make sure that it's nice and moist so it gets real tight and perfect as far as you know, how that sub-base gets to as far as the contour. So when we run that plate compactor over it, we have to have plenty of water in there to make it almost like a cement type of sub-base. And as you know, contractors, distributors, homeowners, landscapers, when we're preparing this sub-base, we've got to make sure that we have proper runoff drainage when we're preparing this sub-base. So when we do our contours, we want to go ahead and make sure that that sub-base is running off into an area where we want the water to run. Okay, this is what we've all been waiting for. That sub-base, that whole process, when we go to put these things together, that sub-base, which is just as important as when we put this turf on, we are now finished and we're ready to move on to my favorite part. The GST, second to none in the industry, turf is coming. See you in the next video.